I am not a licensed magician.
Ta-da!
But I would be a jerk if I didn't share with you probably the favorite VMO squat warm-up in ATG history that hundreds of people have used to break through plateaus in their full knee bend. You're using floss bands. These aren't like regular bands. These aren't like wraps. You're putting tension around, so it creates a lot of pressure this way. And we're specifically wrapping the patellar tendon and the quad tendon. Let's look at pictures of what those look like so you can visualize wrapping patellar and quad. Now what's awesome is you're also wrapping all the tissues around there. So you have this compression. So then when you bend through, you're opening things up, and it's allowing you to get into the exercise with less pain than you'd have without them because it's pinning the tendons down. But it's still hard. You're still doing the work. So I would actually count that 20 reps, I would count as 2 of your 10 sets of 10 VMO squats, and then I would do 8 sets. Or if you have 2 problematic knees, I would do one side and then I would do the other side. And the reason is because, number one, the time it would spend to wrap both knees, I think could just shut off circulation a bit too long. And then number 2 is when you have one side wrapped and the other side's unwrapped, that creates a little bit of resistance for assistance. So it assists a little bit, but the other side's unassisted. So I feel like the other side helps put more pressure down on the side that has the band. So I would rather start probably with your most problematic side, wrap that one up first, and then you'll get a little bit of a break while you switch. That would form your break because it will be tiring to do 20 reps and then do the other side. And yeah, you're already 40 VMO squats in the tank, so I would do 6 sets of 10 after that. Remember that if we look what doctors have looked at, hundreds of research papers and studies looking across broad populations of people, looking at people like Stefan Holm and Kadur Ziani, not only the highest jumpers ever, but the most resilient jumpers ever, even the most resilient jump case ever, George Hackenschmidt, jumping until his death at age 89. All 3 of them best in their class at full knee bend. And when we look at the populations that have the least knee replacements, they maintain the ability to have full knee bend. So I'm not saying to push through pain in full knee bend, but yes, this can work like magic because of its ability to help you get into the quality that your body does need for knee longevity. And when you go to full knee bend, not only does it strengthen your legs to prevent knee injuries, not only does that full knee bend help prioritize the VMO, which is the closest muscle to your knee and the most fast twitch of your quad muscles, the secret to bounce from your quads, it also strengthens your tendons, strengthens your ligaments, strengthens your meniscus. And for the cartilage inside your knee, new research shows that we can regrow cartilage like salamanders. Maybe not as quickly, but we have the same protein molecules that salamanders use. And check this out. Your hips regrow cartilage slower. Your knees grow cartilage faster, meaning the farther out the limb, just like a salamander, the faster that cartilage regrows. So I'm 100% convinced that myself and tons of others have regrown cartilage, but keep in mind, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a licensed magician either. So be safe, follow the instructions in this video. I only recommend flossing once you have a base of knee ability first. So I'm only introducing flossing once you are getting into dense strength and once you are specifically working on the VMO squat, because for so many people, you won't need the flossing because of the way that the ATG split squat will handle things. I've gone years without flossing to see the difference. It still works without flossing, but again, if you have a troublesome case and you need a little magic to occur, that is still to this day my suggested warm-up for the VMO squat. 20 reps flossing or 20 reps each side, and I would count that as your first 2 to 4 sets of VMO squats.